Yes. Good day. This is my Teach Standards 1 learning development for my first lesson plan. This was a video that I did on function operation, and it covered addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. The way I had designed this class was through Ghost Notes in a PowerPoint, and also in a formative assessment that they will also take right after we got done going over the notes. And we're doing I can, like I do, you do, we do, or you can, and then have them work through the different steps. So with this class, I have been teaching this class for the last 3 years. I mean, this group of students. I started off with, they were freshmen, and then I ended up getting them back now as seniors, but I have seen them around school. So I am very extensive knowledge of how they present. They do well with colors. They do well with presenting the information in stages, not just doing one big dump of all the information saying, this is it, do this, that's nothing else said. Like I said, I've been working with them long enough where I can stage it, ask questions, present some of the more of the information, instead of if I wrote down the whole answer to the equation, especially like if you're doing a multiplication, and instead of me just presenting it and, okay, my first box method will go here and here, and then what would these answers be when they go into the box? Vice. If I just throw the box up there, they're just going to write it down. I know this because I've been teaching them for the last few years. I've also been case manager to a lot of them, so I know how their handwriting, how their cognitive behavior, how their social interaction. I know everything that is needed, where to best put them at seating wise in the classroom, who's not to sit next to who gets on whose nerve. And this way I can have everybody having a chance to be more achievable, more meet their cognitive, their linguistic skill. You know, if you see like in the video, about 4 minutes in, you see how I'm up at the board and I'm explaining where I gave them f of x plus g of x, and I told them this is what we do. Instead of me just giving them all the stages all the way to the end on that first example of algebraic expressions, it helped break it down. So you see how, like, over the times, like, I'm doing this, I'm able to break it down into stages, and then we will go over this, and then we will find the different answers up until my camera gets out of all times, about 10 minutes, a little bit after 10 minutes, I want to say my camera gets knocked, and it's like I didn't know that a student hit it, and it kind of shifted to the side. But it already by then has given me the ability to get through all of them up from adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. And we used, and how to also check it, and how to make sure that when we go to one of the examples, it says f of x plus g of x. How do we find that? F of x minus g of x. How do we solve that? Don't forget the negative sign between the two factors, and then you got to distribute that negative sign. And then f of x times g of g, f times g, how that transpires. So if you, this is also like my reflection. Like, I think I did a really great job. They also did really good on the numbers. Most of the class produced 10 out of 10s. With that, got great results, and I continued on with that Unit 3, and they recently took their end of Unit 3 assessment, and they scored a common average of about 75 for out of, I think it's 14 students I have in that classroom that I've been knowing since their freshman year. Okay, thank you.